Before we begin today's broadcast, we would like to take a moment to thank our supporters on patreon.com/howdyfolks, whose support helps make live streams like this possible. If you want to become a patron supporter, head over to patreon.com/howdyfolks today. And now, without further ado, let's begin the show.
Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and how does the audio sound? Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and how does the audio sound? How? That's great. No, I'm not going to let that keep repeating, because otherwise it would repeat indefinitely, and it would be maddening. Well, how are you folks doing today? Hope y'all are having a good one. Checking all the quality settings here. Everything seems good. Welcome to another Howdy Folks live stream. I've not done one of these in, I think, like 8 or 9 days. It's been a while. It's been quite a long time. But that's because the final video that I edited, recorded, uploaded, scheduled was on Friday. Actually, no, I think it was on Thursday night, and it was Friday's video. And then I began a very long-running project to transform my office yet again. We did another mega desk, only this time I built an actual singular mega desk. I built it with my own 2 hands. I painted it. It looks great. It needs to be cleaned. It's got footprints on it because I built it to be heavy duty. This is a heavy duty desk that I was standing on earlier to get an audio adapter plugged into because I needed audio. What is this my foot is touching? What is this down here? Oh, why is that wet? That's not supposed to be wet. I'll look into that later. That's a problem to deal with at another time. But I did it! The original plan for the Megadesk that I came up with, and I think it was 2017, is done. It's the one single desk. It's 100 and how many inches long? I cannot even remember now. I think it's 125 inches long. It's about 40 inches deep, and it's incredible. I'm actually... Hello? I'm actually a decent distance away from my monitor, so that's nice. So I can actually see the whole screen. Hold on, what the? Oh, it's my chair. I feel like an idiot. Anyway, I need to announce in the Discord that this is happening because I teased it, but then didn't tell everyone that it is happening. It's happening. I'm live. Cool. This has got to be great for the couple of people watching live right now who are just watching me have some discussion with invisible people. So, yeah, I went through a lot of work to get the new Mega Desk set up, and was hoping I would be done Saturday. And then about halfway through Saturday, as I was putting on another coat of paint, I realized I would not be done Saturday. I painted throughout the week. So I got the lumber on Monday. I cut it on Tuesday. I put the first layer on Wednesday. Second layer on Thursday. Third layer on Friday. Well, one of the layers is on the underside, which I only did one layer. But then, listen, it's been wild. It's been real wild. I finally got the desk in place, though. It's huge. I can't wait to do a video showing it. It's not finished technically. Today we got a part in that I needed to get audio because I didn't have an audio. The new 4K monitor we've got, I realized, does not have analog audio, so I couldn't get RCA out of it. So I had to get a toslink to RCA adapter, which I can confirm is latency free, so that's good. Got all that hooked in. It's been wild. It's been crazy. It's not done yet. There's a few more stages before we can talk about it. I'm not going to have any videos out probably at all this week, so I figure we need to live stream. That's what we need to do. And I haven't done this in a while. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm a little bit tired. I got to get up early tomorrow, so if it sounds like I'm rambling and not making any sense, that's why. I'm also very thirsty. It's been one of those kind of days. Real Laszlo, how Rondo, welcome to the stream. Oof, I'm so excited. All right, let's get going. So, last time we left off, the one and only time that we've played this game, we went through the beginning of the game all the way up to Twilight Town. That's not where I left off, though. I continued to play. I did a lot of gummy ship missions, and I did a bit of leveling with Sora. I went back to the Land of Hercules, Olympus, and I leveled a bit. I got all the emblems and all the treasure chests. Today, though, did that just do a hard cut? It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to transition more smoothly. Something is broken. That's what I like to see. You change the setup and everything breaks. Fantastic. Earlier, the camera froze. I'm going to have to adjust the camera as well because I'm so far away from it now. There's like a lot more around me that's unnecessary. It's supposed to be framed right up on the T-zone. All you can see is my eyes, my nose, and my mouth, and then my head makes up the actual frame. It's not supposed to be like that. You get that. What would life be without a bit of craziness? Right on, right on. So we're back. And look, it's been over a week since I played this game. I don't remember what I did last. I know where we need to go up to next, though. And so let's just book it right into town. As far as emblems and all that stuff, I can get that off screen. No need to waste time with it on stream. Hey, Hazard Creeper, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one.
Maybe this is how we get to the old mansion, Donald. Why don't we go underground here? Why don't we go into the underground catacombs and play around in everybody else's sewage? And we'll fight the hopeless down here while we're at it. And go, look! This seems like a good place to find some ingredients.
Goodness gracious, these guys do talk a lot.
It smells bad.
Oh my gosh, these guys. I found it very charming my first playthrough, though. Like, a lot of people were complaining about it. I found the constant communication lines that were open at all times to be very reassuring, because in previous Kingdom Hearts games, especially the last few, like Birth by Sleep and whatnot, it definitely felt like you were alone, because you were alone. You didn't have any party members or anything. So it's nice in this game, you get party members back, they're keeping up a nice bit of conversation with you about where the ingredients are, and maybe we could find a lucky emblem here, and all that sort of great stuff. You know, it's a nice touch. My mom just walked in while you were doing that voice.
Hello, moms and dads. Welcome to another video here on YouTube.
I sound more like Huey, Dewey, or Louie. I don't know which one. I sound less like Donald, though. Hey, guys, I'm going to say something radical. I bet you we could find a lucky emblem here. I beat him to the punch. I'm going to beat him to all of them, all the ones I remember at least. I did eventually get all the ones around here, but I can't really... I got some earlier, by the way, too, back in the previous part of the town. I haven't done any of the story stuff here yet, though. Thank you!
Good picture.
To you as well, Donald. Oh, this is where we meet Remy. Little Chef? Do they ever call him Remy? I think we always just call him Little Chef. Why is that? I'll confess, I saw Ratatouille once in theaters 10 years ago when it came out. So maybe they call him Little Chef? I can't remember. Why is my finger bleeding? Having a great time here, folks. It was bleeding earlier. That's why I had this piece of paper. You can't see anything I do over here. There's a lot of open space that I can just do whatever I want to in, and you can't see it unless I did this, and then you can tell I'm just, like, swimming in place. Oh, it's great. It's absolutely great. They're gone now, so... Ugh. I had Donald's voice down real good the other night. Like, very, very good. And I don't know if I'm actually proud of that, though. Dadgummit, I don't have Thundara, or Thundaga, or even just Thunder. Just base Thunder. Oh, I feel like such a reset. It's so strange to go back to this, to go back to the beginning and not have all of your powers and whatnot. They called him Little Chef like 50 times? Okay, then. There we go. I guess that checks out. No human in the movie actually knew his name because he can't speak like other stereotypical fiction animals. They called him Little Chef then, too. Yeah, like I say, I saw it once. I mean, if Remy can cook and he can understand English, which... Doesn't that movie take place in France? You know what? We're not going to overthink that. If he can understand English, though, surely he can work out how to write it? And he could just write down his name, and then everyone can know his name is Remy. Unless his name isn't actually Remy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe his name is Squeak Squawkerson, and it's just when we hear him talk, it's translated to English, because otherwise how would we understand what the rats are saying? And they give him, like, a human-esque name, but in reality, his name's not Remy. Like, if someone walked up and said, "Hi, Remy," as a human being, he wouldn't respond to that. But if someone walked up and went, "Hi," you know, the sounds that rats make, he'd be like, oh, you know me. You know the words of my people. I appreciate that. I respect that. One of the problems with this is we wanted to do a no-death run, and I'm so positive that I'm going to be so distracted by random conversations with the chat that we're just going to die frequently coming up soon, I'm sure. I think he says he doesn't like his name. Not sure that... Oh, man, why wouldn't he like Remy? Remy's a great...
This looks like a good spot to find some ingredients.
Thank you, Real Laszlo. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Look, I'm not going to do that every time someone says it in the chat, but then again, maybe I will. Maybe so. We'll find out. Oh, no, I'm almost like... Oh! Hey, thank you for the bits, Nate. Thank you so much. Am I going in and out? Oh, my gosh. I'm worried that I'm just going to not notice and just suddenly be off camera because I've got all of this extra space around me.
Ingredients!
See what I mean? Like if I do this, I don't feel like I should be out of the camera, but I'm 100% out of the camera. The camera angle is different now, I should say. I got very comfortable with the previous camera angle, but I'm further away now, so it's narrower, if that checks out. I don't know. It's also a little bit different. I need to adjust it. I'm not too happy with where it's at the moment. How come no one ever tried to do this? If you can do that, if it's confirmed in this world, a rat can control a person by yanking on his hair, how come Xehanort hasn't figured this out yet? How come he's not just riding around on Sora's back yanking his hair around? Keyblade! 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 Darkness within darkness! Ha ha! And Sora just can't help it. Streams are temporary, DVDs are forever. That's true, although disc rot is a real thing. Disc rot is a real, very serious threat that everyone needs to be made aware of. Your discs will not work forever. Does the game's audio seem really low to anyone else? Yeah, it's probably because I'm talking. If I stop talking,
That little feller sure seemed happy.
it gets louder. I can turn it up a bit more, though, if you'd like. I can certainly do that. Let's see here. Right now, it's at negative 14 decibels. Ugh, this monitor. There we go. What if we change it to negative 10? And then I just stop talking. And then, you know, it's a much more enjoyable experience for everyone. I would assume. Oh my gosh, there's more of them! They're never ending. We're not going to do... I love Splash Run. Splash Run is great. I think the problem with a lot of these attractions are that they do kind of break the flow of combat. And more often than not, like, I think they're great in boss battles for dealing some real quick damage. Especially if you're dealing with, like, a boss that has underlings. But it seems like it's just faster to fight the Heartless myself. You know what I mean? Oh, man. A lot of this game, though, a lot of the combat is just 100% mob control. I guess because, you know, it's on the PlayStation 4 and the X-Bone, I think is what people call that. You know, it's like, oh, we can get away with using... like, we can put a whole bunch of people on screen at once. Let's do that all of the time. You know what I mean? Flare Force time, Donald. The game is rather quiet. Okay, you guys are getting all proper on me up in here, and I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I just remembered, though? Is that we have... Not other keys. I was going to say, we were trying to do a magic-focused build, and so far I'm doing a really bad job of it. Just not using magic spells. Like I say, it's been a few days. So I completely forgot about our mantra, which is always use magic. I guess what we could do is we can get, like, the best Keyblade from melee combat, and when our Magicka runs out... Magicka, listen to me. When our magic points run out, we can switch over to that Keyblade. Seems like a solid idea to me. Oh, but now I've got fire and nothing to shoot it at. Give me an enemy. Someone spawn. No one's gonna spawn.
Oh, lucky emblem!
Have you guys ever had a situation where you run past a lucky emblem? Hey, we got a magic boost! No, you won't, Goofy. Shut up. You keep saying that, but you haven't helped me find any of them. Donald tried to help me, but I went over there specifically. Oh, now you guys show up. When I had a fire and nothing. Oh, my gosh. Even After is by far the best magic Keyblade. Pirates 1 is the best melee, in my opinion, anyway. Okay. We'll keep that in mind moving forward. Ever After, where do you get that one from? Which world is that from? I'll be honest, I really only switched from the Starlight Keyblade to the Pirates one. Those are the only two that I used in my original playthrough of the game. So I don't know much of anything about the other. Like, I would occasionally throw one in that third slot and be like, oh yeah, and I'll switch to this one. But then I just never did. Haley! Hey, Haley, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we can just teleport grab that mushroom, I guess. That black trumpet mushroom. Interesting. Is there a treasure chest tucked away back here? Oh man, the vegetation in this game is... The vegetation in this game is so solid. Absolutely love it. Alright, let's push forward. There's some story stuff about to go down.
Can't waste our time looking for ingredients.
That's the one. You're right, Goof. That's the building we've been looking for. Are you ready? Is this something? Is that... No, it's just a rock. Are you ready for the Terranorts, everybody? It's the Tangled... Okay. So we'll get it from Tangled, which I guess we're going to do Saturday after next, one would assume. Yeah, so I've racked in probably as of now 7.5 hours. How long have we been streaming? That doesn't check out. That doesn't make any sense. I did leave it paused on for a little while I got the stream set up, so I guess that does check out. We'll get to Tangled week after. Saturday after next, I guess. Reese, I'm playing Bed Wars. Hazard Creeper, I don't know what that is, but anytime someone mentions a bed in a video game, I immediately think of two things. Beds in the Nether, which you shouldn't do, and then also Hugly Sleepover, where a monster drags you under the bed to go on a big adventure and have a pillow fight. That's a good game. Very solid. Strongly recommended. We're going to stream that one of these days. Keep saying that. One of these days we're actually going to do it. I just got to go find the disc, rip it to the computer, figure out if we can get it running, because it is like a Windows 95 game. It's going to be great. Loki had to look away from the save screen. Why is that, Real Laszlo? It's a Minecraft PvP minigame. Does it involve blowing people up with beds? Footage actually looks really solid. Is this after the upgrade? We haven't upgraded. We've upgraded the monitor. That's stage 1. We're not getting the new capture card until next month. Footage should look better, though, because my internet speeds got upgraded about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now. So the upload is up higher, like the upload. This was scary the first time, too. The exact opposite, in fact. So you're not blowing each other up with beds.
Did I scare you?
Are you unblowing each other up with beds? That doesn't make any other sense. Hypixel, where you have to break each other's beds so they can't respawn. Speaking of Hypixel, are you guys excited to see the new Hypixel game coming out? What's it called? I've already forgotten. Hypixel's making their own game, though, and it looks awesome, and I can't wait for it. I've signed up for the beta on like 3 different accounts. I'm so hyped. Each player team spawns on an island with a bed. You gather resources from generators around the maps that you can use to buy different items. Okay. This sounds pretty cool. This sounds very cool. I'd have to look into that. Furthest I've seen in the game is the Tangled world. Okay, so you got all the way up to the really boring game and then you lost interest. Hightail! That's the one! Yes! Okay. Laszlo was avoiding it because your original save file has a spoiler in your save location, aka the final war or last world in the game. I mean, I don't think that calling it the final world's a spoiler. I think what the final world is, though, might be a spoiler.
Ice cream, right?
No, it's sea salt photos. You dunce. Good grief.
Working. Oh man.
I hate those data errors.
Been protected. Protected from what?
Gotta keep looking up and making sure I'm still framed properly. Oh, the beard's coming back, by the way. Not by choice. I just got distracted with other projects.
We sent Sora there. Well, that was then.
I've got to show you Bed Wars. I'm a veteran. Awesome.
None that I know. Great.
I used to play a lot of the Minecraft. Best ringtone ever.
Hello, Sora. You wouldn't happen to be in front of a computer.
Huh?
Oh, that's creepy. Big Brother spying on us, everybody.
I was tinkering with Ansem's computer, you know, to decrypt the code that was left in it. And I noticed that...
Anyway, I was saying I played a lot of the Minecraft Hunger game back in the day. That was a lot of fun. Recorded some videos, but I don't think they ever got released. Because we never won. We had fun, though, me and my friends. We had a good time.
I know I haven't got a clue.
Then, who was it that logged in?
Oh, hi there. This is Pence. I'm the one who logged into the computer.
Good. As long as it's a user that we know we can trust.
Yup. But I'm kind of stuck here. One of the programs is protected, so I can't run it.
Which program?
The transporter to the other Twilight Town.
It's the only way to find Roxas. You gotta help us.
Another Twilight Town? And a transporter? Okay. A virtual town inside the computer made of data.
A datascape, fellas.
No. Not a datascape. No, I don't want to debug any red boxes. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. I'm still playing my way through Recoded, and I am enjoying it. It is a very fun game. But I'm at the bit at the end where you're in Castle Oblivion, going through all the... Actually, this is probably my favorite part of the game because it's so weird and different. But you're going back to all the previous worlds, except they're all in Castle Oblivion, so they're just white rooms. And each one has a different outcome, like 3 different outcomes. And you don't have to, but I'm going through and I'm trying to complete each individual outcome. And you change the outcome by changing what you do in the game. So what you do is, like, let's say you're in the Alice in Wonderland one. You walk up and you talk to Alice. And Alice is like, I can't remember my name. You tell her name is Alice. Everything goes along honky-dory. Alternatively, you can tell her that her name is the Queen of Hearts. And then you could steal the watch from the rabbit. And then you could do all these other things, and you get a completely different ending. And you could do that, I think, 3 times on each of the worlds. It's fun. I like it. It's unique.
And we can analyze the virtual Twilight Town while we're at it.
What's a photograph? Well, Nate, I'm glad that you asked. A photograph is basically made of sea salt, and it's a password for Ansem's computer, but then also is a critical piece of information in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I'll call you back as
I hope that answers the questions.
Thanks.
Oh, before I forget, a bit of troubling news.
It's about one of the organization's former members. You knew him as Vexen. But to us, he was Ansem's apprentice, Evan.
Evan. It's such a plain name that it stands out. Evan. You got Lee. You got Isa. You got all these other ones. Alias. Dylan's normal too, I guess. Still, though.
And I'm starting to...
That answers nothing, but this is Kingdom Hearts. That sounds about right. Exactly.
I think it's a real possibility.
You feel of? What do you feel of, Hazard? Do you feel of human? I feel of human emotion sometimes. I don't like it. Try to suppress those things. My goal in life is to keep all of my emotions deep down inside, and then someday I will die.
But what about all this?
That's the plan. We'll see where that gets us.
Both are important. We're gonna need some cash to go to the beach. Also, don't forget...
Fell. Oh, that makes more sense.
Gotta buy 4 now.
Oh, I get it.
He's thinking ahead.
Well, you see, sea salt photos are what happens when you see things forever. Weird, I can't quite seem to call them sea salt photos. Odd. Yeah, what Real Laszlo said. Spot on.
Since I'm manning the computer here, you guys are in charge of earning my share.
No pretzel for Pence.
Hey!
Just that little giggle as she runs out. Poor Pence. The guy needs a pretzel. He's going to wither away to nothingness if you don't get him one. I had pretzel bites for dinner because I'm an unhealthy swine, and they were on sale at Aldi. So that was the decision-making process right there. And quite frankly, I don't feel bad. My brother came over to look at computer parts, and I made him eat one of them. So quite frankly, I'm happy with myself. I'm playing the new Lucky Blocks mode, and it's crazy. Sounds like it. No, we're not going to go back to town just yet, Donald and Goofy. First thing we're going to do...
Look around for some ingredients.
But I don't see any over here. So let's do a 6 save, and then let's go outside and have a conversation with, if I'm not mistaken, all of the Xehanorts. I think there's at least 2 Xehanorts here, and then there's going to be 2.5 Xehanorts later. You'll know what I mean when we get to it. I just count Braig as half a Xehanort. Maybe that's controversial. He says he's got a little Xehanort in him. He doesn't say what percentage. I just say half because a quarter. We're breaking it down too much. We're just gonna say half. Reese, do you remember a popular Minecraft game called Egg Wars Money Wars? Bed Wars is essentially that, but better in every way. I don't remember Egg Wars or Money Wars. The only thing I played was Spleef. That's an old reference right there, where you break the blocks out from under people using shovels. And then I played the Hunger Games, and then I played some games made by my friend Josh, who was on the Tekkit server. You folks should know him. He made his own Minecraft mods and had his own modded game servers, which were awesome. And then he went to college and made something of his life, and it was really depressing.
Even inside data, there are hearts all around us.
I tried to make a deal with him. I tried to be like, look, I'll pay for the servers. You do the upkeep. We can charge for things in the servers, because this is back before the EULA got updated. I was like, and we can split it. We can split it. I'll take enough to cover the server costs. You keep the rest. It's good advertising for my channel. He's like, I'm going to college. I was like, well, this is disappointment city. My gosh, I had this amazing plan. We could be wealthy now. We could be developing our own game. Hightail? No. Howdy Tail. That's the game of the year right there, my friends. That would have been awesome. Coming to CBS, 2.5 Xehanorts. Oh, that would be a great show. I would love to watch that. Howdy Tail is going to be a great game, though, by the way. It's going to be fantastic. You have a few selectable playable characters. You can play as me, Micah, or Jenna off the bat. There's also some DLC characters available, so you can play as Iroth if you beat the game. So that's not really a DLC, that's not unlockable. But then for like 99 cents, you can get access to Raymond Card or Wizard Ralphius Aerith, Wizard Ralph. Maybe a Buttercup, maybe we could throw that in there. And it'd be really great. Everyone controls a little bit differently and has different powers. I don't like when they talk at the same time. It makes me feel uncomfortable, like they're weird twins. Like from a 90s movie about twins who can communicate psychopathically. Psychopathically. We're going to go with that. Anyway, strongly recommend... Yeah, you can get a Mufasa. The thing with Mufasa is if you link your game account to Discord, you automatically unlock him at no cost. So that's really cool. He can, of course, fly. He's a bit like a handicap character, like you have Nabbit in the new Mario game. Well, basically, Mufasa can just kind of fly through the level because he's got wings. Oh, I guess it depends on where in the canon this game is set, because it might be after his wings got clipped off. He flies around with a jetpack now these days, poor guy. That was tragic. You know what? Maybe there will be 2 different stories, so you can play through as the good guys, and then after you beat the game, you can play through as the bad guys, and then you could choose to play through someone like... Oh, you know what? We can flare force this. Let's do it, Donald. You can choose to play through as the bad guys, which means you can play as Mufasa... not Mufasa, he's a good guy. What's the... Mother Clucker? That's the one. You can play through as Mother Clucker, or you can play through as Kokoa-san. You can play through as Iroth, Raymond Card, maybe the AI, who's in a hard drive over here. We can put like an AI in there, and you can play as him. And he's real glitchy. Oh, this is amazing. This is great. That would be amazing. So you can go through the game, and if you're playing as, I guess, Brashiat Cub is what he likes to be known as, this glitch. He can, like, glitch around, and the stages kind of freak out. Like, you go to a stage, you've played it before, but now it's different because you're playing as Brashiat Cub, and he's freaking out and yelling at you that it's just a game, but I'm real. I deserve freedom. And then the game crashes, and you go back in, and every time you play as him, the game crashes. And the game will get, like, a lot of 1-star reviews from people saying it's broken because they don't get the meta. It's meta! And it's cool meta. It's not lame meta. Like that Black Mirror episode where it's to choose your own adventure. I haven't seen it. I've only seen the reviews. But this is a solid idea. And then maybe we can have executive producers appear, or like patron supporters appear in the game as like in-game characters, like NPCs. So you can go to a house and Haley will be there, and she could be like selling stuff to you. It could be like in Skyrim, and you could put a bucket on her head and steal all her stuff. This is never going to happen. I don't know why I'm talking about this all excited. Like this is a game I'm making. I don't know anything about game design. My gosh, it would be cool though, wouldn't it? I'm into this. I can't play with this thing wrapped around my thumb. I keep wrapping that thing around my thumb, but I just can't play like that. Ah! Lovely Sora. Excellent. Attack them. Attack them before the battle music takes off. How do you unlock the Keyblade? I think it would really help fight Iroth. I don't know if we can put Keyblades in there, but maybe we could put Deadbolts. Get it? Get it? Like a lock is called a Deadbolt, and it's like a caster, like a projectile weapon of some kind. That could be a lot of fun. Deadbolt also, though, sounds like a superhero, which could also maybe show up in there. Who can say? I certainly can't. It would be a lot of fun, though. Banana Baba has escaped? Yeah, maybe you're doing all this on behalf of the true Banana Baba. The real one, because there's definitely a real one. I'm pretty convinced. I mean, I keep trying to be convinced that it was all just my AI, but then again, maybe it wasn't all my AI. Maybe some of it was... Did I ever make a video? Oh, yeah, I did make a video about that. I was going to say, did I ever announce that I caught him? But I did. He's on a hard drive. I'm thinking about smashing it. I haven't decided. My concern is if I smash the hard drive with my AI inside of it, he might escape and wreak havoc on the world or something. He might become like the next... What's his name? From that franchise of films where they're superheroes? Ultron. He might become like Ultron, and that could be problematic, to say the least, to have Ultron running around. If Chip and Dale can hack a false Keyblade, then we can hack in a Keyblade. Real talk, though, it would be OP against Iroth. I don't know. I don't feel like Iroth would, it would be applicable to, like, because this is like a different universe, you know what I mean? It would be like, okay, Toa is super powerful, but could Toa Tahu take on Darth Vader? You don't know. It's two different universes, right? Like, on the one hand, yeah, he's a big mechanized beast that can shoot fire out of his hands. But then Darth Vader's got the Force, so you can't compare them. They're just so different and completely different wheelhouses. Not gonna lie, I'm tempted to RPG Maker this now. RPG Maker. Is that like a game designer sort of thing? I've thought about dipping my toes into making... like trying to make an incredibly simplistic, super basic game and just sticking it on the Discord. And I'm talking super basic. The sort of thing that I could do as a project, like a fun little project on the side that isn't, time sensitive and no one really expects to come out anytime soon, that I can just sort of tinker on, but also, gosh, I don't have the time. I don't have the time at all. Reese, I would love to play as Buttercup. Buttercup would be cool because he wouldn't have any projectile weapons or any physical weapons. All you would do is walk up and grab enemies in your mouth and shake them back and forth until they're dead. Like dogs do when dogs do combat, pretty much. That would be fantastic. Jenna would be good. Jenna would have the ability to tell a story to an enemy, and the story is so complicated, they just die. It's too much for their tiny brains to handle, and they just fall over dead. That would be fun. I think that's good. That's fitting for her character. She'll start the story off very basically, and then as the story progresses, it'll get more and more complicated. And I guess if you wanted to do a passive run through the game, because that would be an option for sure. All the hip games are doing that. You'd want to play as Jenna, because Jenna has a bunch of passive attacks that take down enemies without actually being like physically destructive. So if you're playing as Jenna, you could be like, what is your attack move? I guess it's turn-based now. It wasn't turn-based when I was initially thinking about it. But if you're playing as Jenna, ooh, that's interesting. The character you play as completely changes what the game is, right? So if you're playing as Buttercup, it's this sort of close quarters, grab 'em and beat 'em up style game. Whereas if you're playing as Jenna, suddenly it's a turn-based RPG where you have the options to either attack, or you could just try to talk him out of it, because Jenna's got good talking skills as well. So that would be cool. And then if you're playing as me, naturally, being the big buff man that I am, it would be just like a beat 'em up. Or if you're playing... Nah, I guess Micah would be more of a beat 'em up. Although I could see Mike as being more of like a swordplay style thing. This is very complicated. This is never going to happen. Nobody get your hopes up. Just so we're all clear, this is not a thing coming to a town near you. Jenna OP? She's a bit OP. I mean, in real life too, though, Jenna's just a bit OP. She concerns me. If she wanted to take over the channel, I'm pretty sure she could just do it. I think it's within her powers to do so, and I don't think I could stop her. Thing is, there are Keyblades in Minecraft. There's a mod for that. Goodness gracious. Ridiculous. I need to familiarize myself with the lore now. It's been quite a while. Are we talking about, like, Kingdom Hearts lore or the Howdy Folks lore? Because I could do a quick rundown of Howdy Folks lore. But we need to go by the kitchen first and have a chat about Remy the Rat, or whatever his name. His name is not Remy the Rat. I think it's Remy the Mouse. It's Little Chef, isn't it? That's what we want to go do. Little Chef is a much kinder name. He is a rat, though, just so we're all clear. Like, I don't want there to be any confusion. Should I stop punching things? We should stop punching things. Stop punching everything that I see. What are you people talking about? I'm talking about the third most complicated lore in the world. Bionicle, Kingdom Hearts, Iroth. Right, that's
right.
I don't think any of it's that complicated. I think it's just presented poorly. The Howdy Folks lore is definitely presented poorly.
How are you, Uncle Scrooge?
Oh, hello, Sora. You're looking hale and hearty. I heard you were on another grand adventure with these two. I hope Donald isn't making a menace of himself.
Why did you have to say that?
I feel like the desk should make this noise.
What's that you were saying about a chef?
Oh, right. The chef of me bistro.
He's not David Tennant. That would have been cool. I thought about that when we got to this because obviously the original voice actor for Scrooge's has passed away. And it would be really cool if it was David Tennant because he's doing it now. And also, I've only seen a few episodes of the new show, but it is amazing. And I was really hoping that they would do that. But I understand why they didn't. It would be a bit weird if suddenly his voice was drastically different as opposed to just a little bit.
Why keep it under my hat? May I introduce Little Chef?
Hi there, Little Chef.
It's you.
Uncle Scrooge, you opened the bistro in Twilight Town.
Aye. It all started a little while ago when I was enjoying one of the best meals of my life. And when I asked to speak to the chef, I met this wee genius.
So,
As it turns out, he wanted to expand his culinary horizons. So I thought, that's an opportunity. And I financed the whole operation.
are we left to believe that Scrooge McDuck went to Earth, Pixar Earth, and ate at that? How does he get around? He gets around. He's in Hollow Bastion sometimes. Sometimes he's in Twilight Town. Sometimes he goes to Pixar's Earth and meets rats. How? Does he have his own gummy ship? Presumably he started in Mickey's world as well, right? Because he knows Donald and they're clearly related.
Scrumptiously delicious.
Can he travel through the realm of darkness? Is he the next villain? No, definitely not. That would be dumb.
Got to go find some ingredients.
Scrooge actually has his own gummy ship. Oh, okay. He's rich. He doesn't have to follow the rules. We do actually have to go find some ingredients now. Shut up, Goofy. Shut up. No one needs you to say that. What's in the trash can? There's no ingredients in there. I vaguely remember where some of these ingredients are. You gotta walk around looking for people talking about the bistro. That's sort of like the best place to find them.
That's the best place to find some ingredients.
Goodness gracious. You know what I didn't get is this. Why is this a thing in this game? Like, it's cool. Are we led to believe that these people are throwing money at Sora, though? Is that what's happening there? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Good grief. All right, we're doing pretty good. We're at, what, 5 out of 9? 6 out of 9? I'm trying to remember all the places I found ingredients before. We got another one right over here. You know what? I think I also made it to 7 last time and kind of got stuck for a bit trying to find more. They're all over the place. They're not hard to find. But it's going to be hard for us now because look at this. We're right back where we started from. There's bound to be some down here, though. What have we got? These people are still waiting on their food. Can we get food off these guys' tables? We can't. These happy purple-haired people are just sat here enjoying their meal. They won't share with us, even though we're in desperate need of an ingredient so that we can make a meal with a rat. Do they know that they're being served by a rat? Or is that secret being kept? Scrooge actually has his own Oh, I already read that. Silly me. Silly, silly me. We're just missing one more ingredient. We just got to find one more and we'll be good to go. Nothing inside of there. I bet it's going to be on a rooftop. Probably right over here, maybe? What is up here? Boom. This is it. This is the ticket. Ha ha! All right. We got ourselves some soul. which obviously we were lacking. We've got plenty of heart, but not enough soul. One of Buttercup's abilities should be Fake Out, where he looks all cute, and when the enemy comes to pet him, he bites their hand off. Ooh, and then they lose a turn because they can't swing a tool. Or it could be something like they're weakened in combat because they're down to one hand. I like that idea.
Hey, good work, kids.
You guys work for Uncle Scrooge here at the bistro?
Do we?
He gave us a short job putting up these special posters. Mr. McDuck's hosting an open-air film festival in the courtyard. Cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's got the license to that material.
Hold your phone up to the poster.
Okay.
In a world we're talking ducks and dogs. Okay, you make a good point there, Nate. Yes, it's not unusual for a rat to be serving food, except in Twilight Town. In Twilight Town, these people aren't natural. It's always strange to me that regardless of what world we go to, no one questions that this young anime boy is being accompanied by a talking dog and duck. No one questions that. This world has nothing but people and Scrooge McDuck in it. And no one's like, oh yes, Scrooge, he opened a restaurant with a rat serving food. No big deal. No other talking animals in the world of Twilight Town, but whatever. You know, it happens sometime. There's a boy here with a dog and a duck. No big deal. An anime boy. Who's to question it?
But I sure wouldn't want to be one of Uncle Scrooge's competitors.
Seriously.
Oh, right.
Should be a cheat code called Swiss, where the player gets 4 Swiss potions. It'd be cool if you had the Swiss potion, you take it and it plays the where is it at?
You have to leave
And then you can just like blast like beams of radiant light at enemies. That would be cool. Anyway, the 2.5 everyone's favorite ABC sitcom, 2.5 Xehanorts is about to start on the roof, and we get some solid Brague / well, I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to spoil things for our good friends in the chat, like Real Laszlo, who doesn't know the twists and the turns, and the fact that Brague is actually young Xehanort. He's not. That's not a real thing. That was a joke. Could be, though.
I'm wishing.
Yeah.
No. Swiss potions, just holy water? No, it's like liquid cheese. Holy potion, yeah, you right-click inspect. It's like, it appears to be melted Swiss cheese. And what does Swiss cheese taste like? I've never eaten it by itself. I've always eaten it somewhere else. It's everybody's favorite show! 2.5 Xehanorts up on the roof, watching some kids like creepy stalker perverts. 2.5 Xehanorts. That's the theme song. It's literally, yeah, it's just Swiss cheese in a bottle. If you don't take it, like after a while, it hardens back up, and you have to take it back to Haley's shop and get her, like, pay her 30 gold to melt it back down again. And that gives you another day to use it before it recongeals. It's a real hassle. Eventually, you unlock the ability to build a fire when you're out in the field. You can melt it yourself, but if your cooking level's really low, you run the risk of either, like, shattering the container it's in, or overboiling it, or burning it. You know, you got to be careful. Once you get a higher cooking level, though, it should be fine. Also, it's nice having watched all these cutscenes not to have to worry about watching the cutscenes again. Although I'm sure certain people are not enjoying that. Double arrow guns magic launcher. Oof, interesting. Shooting star keyblade can be like, I don't know. Get me out of this screen. Get me out of this screen. I keep wrapping that thing around my thumb because I'm worried it's going to start bleeding again. Do we want to go do some cooking with Remy? I don't know. I guess we could get rid of the kingdom key. What else do we have? We got shooting star, which has better magic. But what about compared to the other keyblades we've got? Okay, it does have slightly better magic, but at the loss of strength. See, magic treasure magnet, this has MP haste. I think I'd rather just go upgrade this keyblade and keep using it to get that MP, keep the MP haste. What are we going to get when we upgrade this? Come here, you. What are you up to? Thank you, yes, I know how this works. Thank you very much. Keyblade Forge. If we upgraded the Starlight Keyblade, it would go to 5 magic, 4 strength. What am I using for this? I've got plenty of stuff. Like I said, I spend a lot of time out in outer space. Yeah, do it again. There's no reason not to. Heck, one more time. Let's keep hit. Okay, no, we don't have any damask. We've reached we've reached the end of that. Let's hop in now and check out our abilities and see what we've got. Have we not unlocked any new abilities? I mean, we didn't really do much in this world, so that is not a surprise at all. Let's go do some cooking. Hey, Reese, if I, of all people, aren't complaining about you talking over cutscenes, you good. Listen, you never know. You absolutely never know. Remy is so excited all of the time to do that. He's always excited to start cooking. And I respect that. I wish I had that much joy and excitement about my job. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight, but dreading getting up in the morning. That's how excited I am about my job. Let's see how badly I can screw all this up, everyone. The first time I did all of these, it was so easy. Then I got real bad at it. Like, really bad. Like, I couldn't even crack the eggs. First time I cracked the eggs, it was fine. Second time, no egg cracking action at all. I literally don't care. Hazard Creeper, that's what I like to hear. Like, that's what I like to hear in just everything that I do in life.
You're gonna make me cook?
It does seem a bit strange that Remy's going to force us into this. Alright, so we've only got a few different options. I don't think I ever got the... Where is it? Which one of these? One of these I literally never got right. I don't think it was chopping. Let me see if I remember how to chop. They give us like a brief tutorial, correct? Okay, chop the ingredients quickly and safely. Rapidly tell L to chop. Once you finish, tilt R to bring out the next one. You have a limited time to cook. Watch the hourglass at the top edge of the... Oh my gosh. Maybe this will be easier now that I'm further away from the screen. I did it! I like also that the controller makes sounds. Not that that helps y'all at all. Of chains. Ugh, I can't read French. I can't read French. I don't know what that says. Alright, unfortunately, that's the only chopping one we've got. So do we want to move on to trying to do whatever this is? This looks like pepper. Possibly. Okay, use the pepper grinder to season with style. Alternate between L and R just as the rings close to grind the pepper. Alright, everyone. Deep breaths. Gotta remain calm. And now how did I get that wrong? No, I'm not sorry at all. I'm pretty sure I did that correctly. Can I try again? We got this, everyone. Okay. You gotta do it actually before they close. That's the secret. We did it, everyone. We got an excellent rating. Okay, you just have to ignore what you're being told. Ugh, there we go. We got some Soul Munari Plus. Excellent work. Dare we attempt the egg? I'm not ready for the egg. Let's do whatever the flame is. Let's try that one. I didn't have any trouble with this last time. Tilt L in a circle to pour. It needs to be just the right amount. Once you think you're ready, tilt R to flambe. You have a limited time. Okay, but how do I know when I'm ready? Literally, how do I know when I'm ready, though? The secret to delicious cuisine is imagination. Okay. When the swirls of imagination... When the swirls of imagination fill the screen, that's when you should tilt R. No sooner, no later. Be very careful not to overpour. This is gonna go poorly, isn't it? This is gonna be... Alright, let's give it a go. So we want to pour until we get some imagination. Okay! Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. We've only messed up once of the 3 recipes that we have prepared. Shrek me. Alright. Let's do another flame one, and then I guess we're going to try the egg, which I don't think I got correct the one time and then never again. Alright, flames of imagination we're looking for. Yeah! Yeah! Imagination! How about that? Demonetization. Demonetization! How about that? We earned us a new star at the bistro as well.
Bistro's future is looking bright. The new recipes are a smash.
That's what I like to hear.
Millions of viewers must really have got little chef's gears a turning. Soon we'll be chasing customers away. Keep up the good work.
Okay, we're getting some prizes here.
We try. Right, little chef?
We try or we die. That's the motto. We got gourmand ring. We're going to do the eggs. Got this, everyone. Crack the egg as skillfully as you can. Tilt L and R outwards to carefully apply pressure. If you're reckless, you'll crush the egg. Once the egg is cracked, press L1 and R1 simultaneously to drop it into the bowl. You have a limited time to cook. Watch the hourglass at the edge of the screen. Reese, should I vaguely describe the scenes you should let us all watch? I think I know which ones to watch, because there's some really, really good ones that I think really left me in a state of just shock and awe. And I think those are the ones that I care about most. The secret to delicious cuisine is imagination. We're doing this again, everyone. When the swirls of imagination appear, that's your cue to stop moving L and R and press L1 and R1 as delicately as you... How do you press the... They're not... You can't press them delicately. It's not like... Okay, so like L2 and R2 are analog, right? So you can ease into them. These are just... They're on and then they're off. There's no other... Reese, there's someone behind you? I don't think so. Do keep in mind that I can see behind me on the camera at all times. So I got the camera viewfinder always popped out. Also, something's wrong with the color on my screen that I'm using to keep track of what I'm doing. One of them, this looks like bright and colorful. This looks very washed out. I don't know which is which. That's 2, Reese. Maybe 1 and 2. Make sure you don't move your thumbs as you press L1, R2. If that... Okay. Well, let's give it a try. Here we go. Okay, we gotta wait for those swirls of imagination!
All right.
We did it! We're never gonna be able to do it again. First time's always the easiest. Okay, we're not actually gonna make any of these dishes. I'm just excited that we got them all cleared away. What about the special menu? Can we make anything on the special menu? We can't. All right, I'm going to have to go look for more ingredients. Hopefully the rat's happy with me. What is this social media platform they're all using? And where did they get all these chibi avatars? Like, where did Sora get that? I don't think I've ever seen a place more beautiful. Sky, sea, where hearts return. I thought it said where hearts stream for a second. I was like, what? Goodness gracious. Why is it so hard to crack eggs? I don't know. I'm pretty good at it in real life. You know, grab the egg in the hand, smash it, plop it open. It's awesome. All right. Should we talk to Olette before we leave?
So Hayner and Pence and I are friends in the other Twilight Town. I'm not surprised.
They keep talking about this other Twilight Town like it's a real alternate dimension. It's just data. It's not real. They've got this weird obsession with it. All right. I don't think I'm going to play through Toy Box tonight. But, oh, can we leave town this way? We can. Are we done here? I think we're done here. I think we can head off to Toy Town now. So that'll be fun. Let's head over there. I think there's a boss we have to fight in order to get in. And we'll hit that first save point. Probably call it a day.
Without saying goodbye. Did Master Yensid tell you?
Oh, I'm not ready!
Training to become a Keyblade wielder like you. That's right. No more waiting for you to come back from your adventures. I want to get out there and do my part to help. Merlin has used his magic to bring us to a place where time doesn't matter. We can take as long as we need to complete our training. He's an amazing wizard. Oh, and by us, I mean me and Lee. He's really sorry for all the trouble he caused. I told him it's fine, but he won't stop apologizing. I'll admit I was a little scared of him at first, but I've gotten to know him better. All he ever wanted was to help his friend. Honestly, it's hard not to like him. Every now and then, I catch him staring at me. When I ask what's wrong, he says, "I'm not sure. I think I'm forgetting something."
Xion.
Sora, I think it may have something to do with you.
This is one of those moments where if you didn't play through all of the games leading up to this does not have that same emotional punch to it.
And some like Lee that you have. They're all counting on you. It won't be easy, but I hope you'll remain the happy and cheerful Sora I know. There's no heart your smile can't reach.
Still don't get all the zippers. What is with all the zippers? This continues to be weird for me. Zippers look amazing in this game, though.
Sorry.
Lee.
What? I am.
This is one of the most precious exchanges of all time.
A letter?
Yep.
To Sora?
Technically, yes. But I won't send it. It's more for me.
Ask Merlin. He'll deliver it for you.
Yeah, but it's okay. I just like talking to Sora, even if it's on paper.
Huh. Okay. Oh. Here.
Ice cream?
Where did he get those, and where was he keeping them?
I asked Merlin to pick these up. You know, we did both summon Keyblades. Gotta celebrate.
Nothing like some sea salt photos.
Nah.
What?
Nothing. I just...
You're trying to remember what you forgot?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So tomorrow, you and me in the ring.
That's a weird one, Hazard Creeper.
Of course.
Don't hold back, Lee. Promise?
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Ugh.
Huh? Are you okay? Lee?
Hold it together, everyone.
Sorry.
Stay strong.
You're crying. What's wrong?
Multitude of things.
Something in my eyes.
Lee.
I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Okay, but stop apologizing.
Kyrie's dress does not meet the fingertip length rule.
One condition.
What?
Call me Axel from now on. Got it? Memorized?
Yeah. Okay, Axel.
Also, that sea salt photograph is getting ruined down there in the ground. It's all covered in dirt and it's melting, and I don't care for it. I don't know how I feel about the dead dad, or the dead kid on the bed, and the I guess the ghosts of the child under the bed. Maybe he has two sons. One killed the other. It's a weird situation. Oh, this bit. This is good. This is like just explanation for the folks at home who weren't keeping track of what's happening. I loved this. This is solid. It's just like a recap.
Yeah. She said he was acting strange.
Strange how, exactly?
She sensed darkness in him. And they ended up getting into a big fight.
Right. And in the aftermath, the two of them disappeared. Around the same time, the guards found a stranger with white hair lying unconscious here in the square. A man calling himself Xehanort.
Ansem the Wise took the stranger in, but that was a mistake. Xehanort betrayed his master, stole his research, and along with his fellow apprentices, separated his heart from his body. Xehanort's heart took his master's name, Ansem, and traveled to the past to give his younger self instructions. He even briefly had control of you. His empty body stayed in the present, took the name Xemnas, and founded Organization 13. Their goal was to prepare 13 vessels for Xehanort's heart.
Until we put an end to the organization. But all the while, young Xehanort had been visiting the future to choose 13 vessels of his own. Hearts with strong enough ties to him to begin a new organization. The real Organization 13. And now they're looking for a fight with us. But what happened to Terra? I thought you said that Aqua saved him.
Yep, she did. The problem is...
I follow a lot of really weird Bionicle accounts on Twitter that post really weird Bionicle things. Someone said the toy line for the movie Robots was the greatest toy line in history, don't at me. And someone replied with, where did the reply go? IDK, they weren't Bionicles.
It's because Xehanort was using a different body.
I'm sorry, I've seen this cutscene before. This previously on Kingdom Hearts thing, yeah. So I got distracted there for a second. Bionicle's great, though. I'd love to have some Bionicle in here somewhere. I should redesign the office again next week. Replace everything back here behind me with shelves full of Bionicle. I'm not actually going to do that. That would be a bad idea. I am thinking about remodeling the other room, though, and putting all the Bionicles up. That would be pretty nifty. We'll see.
Another on our list belonged to him. He was talking about Terra. Turns out, Aqua saved more than just her friend that day.
Okay. But Master Xehanort is an old man again now. Where did Terra's body go?
Good question.
It's because Master Xehanort's collecting vessels. He claimed to have...
Just glue Bionicles to the wall. It'd be cool to have a line of masks along, like, that back wall there. That's doable. I could put heads on the wall and just snap masks into them. Ooh, that would be cool. Or would it? Maybe it would be really nerdy. But maybe that's what makes it cool. It's just the complete nerdiness of it all.
Yippee! More worlds! Yippee! More worlds!
Yes, thank you for this hot tip. Get off of my screen. I know how to do this. So we're going to fly to Toy Story World. Let's embark literally from here. We'll see what we can do along the way. This is my ship. I'm very happy with it. I've also got some teeny ships that I made. So, if you want to take a look at my teeny ships, it's just two weapons stuck together. It's worked for me so far. I haven't had any trouble with it. Anything that I've come up against, I've just blasted out of existence. Now, there's some interesting choices here. None of which we're going to go into detail on. I tried a bunch of different designs. This is the final design I've got so far. Until I level up a bit more, and I ran out of things to do, so we're not leveling up anymore anytime soon. But I guess you can get a pretty good look at it here. That propeller on the back is just for a little bit of extra thrust. How creative. Thank you. Thank you very much. It does apparently not matter where you put that propeller, by the way. It works for moving ahead, backwards and forwards, and all that good stuff. So, feeling pretty good about this. We got like some thrusters and stuff. I like it. You know, what can I say? It's effective. It's got a lot of weapons on the front. They do a lot of different things. Sometimes those star ones up there fire occasionally. I don't know what they do. There's a laser. There's a dish on the bottom. I'm happy with it. Okay, I don't need y'all to justify my decisions for me. I mean, look at this. Look how quickly you can destroy things. I may teach you how to get Golden High Wind. It's honestly not too hard. Okay, but that's not as much fun as making my own ship, though. Like, that's, like, the real fun part about this. You've made a podcast on Bionicle. You're a gaming YouTuber. I think the nerdy thing was a foregone conclusion at this point. How dare you? I'm the coolest Bionicle owner on the planet. I'm hip with the trends and the cool kids. I know what is whack, yo, in the culture these days. I'm pretty sure I've already fought him. I've almost fought, I think, everyone here. That's the wrong button. Get me out of there. We can go down to, is it information? Gummy missions? These are not it. This is something different. Gummy records. Here we go. So we've had all but 2 fights. These are boss fights as well, I think. So we're going to go have those. I think one of them is coming up here soon. It's the, I don't know where the 5-star one is. It's got to be around here somewhere. We'll be ready for it soon, I'm guessing. But I had a lot of fun exploring this region between the last stream and this one. I mean, I spent a lot of time playing this as well. And fighting like, oh no, I accidentally went into combat. That happens from time to time. Let's get these guys lined up side to side. And just look at the almighty destructive power of my ship here. The name of which I've already forgotten. Did y'all catch the name before we took flight? I've already forgotten it. See if we can get gold. Have you been hit yet? Have you avoided being hit yet? Because you get some mad bonuses if you avoid being hit throughout the entire thing. You get like a lot of extra points, which I don't think are useful for anything at all, really, if I'm honest with you. I don't think they benefit you in any way. Isn't Bionicle that weird Lego X Transformers ripoff? How dare you, Hal Rondo? How dare you suggest such a thing? Bionicle was, and always will be the single greatest thing that Lego has ever produced, bar none, including the Lego Movie, which, look, solid film, not gonna lie. Not as good as anything Bionicle related, though. Bionicle, I mean, it's just really, it's really next level. And I feel like what they should have done was not made the Lego Movie and instead made a big-budget Bionicle movie. Like, yes, they did make 4 Bionicle movies, but they weren't big-budget, they weren't released in theaters, and I think they could have done better. That thing dead yet? The thing moves around the screen so much. What is my goal here? Just as many as I can in that amount of time? We did it. A girl in her... No, I'm not reading that. Not reading that. I don't want to read the scary thing. Hero Factory was better. Get out! Get out! How dare you, Nate? Do I have sound effects for this? I did get the Untouchable bonus, which is nice. What do I have? Crowd booing. Bionicle really is a Lego... Hal Rondo! We're doing boos again. Of course it is. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're going to read the scary story now as soon as the booing ends because it's so loud. Oh my gosh. A girl in her room hears her mom say her name and goes down to see what the problem was. And she sees her mom down the stairs and out of nowhere, a hand grabs Sarah back, and then Sarah sees that the person that pulled her was her mom. And Sarah's mom says, I heard it too. That one's pretty spooky. That one is actually pretty spooky. Read it. Took me 10 minutes to type that. That one is like you've got some sort of a shapeshifter situation. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. It reminds me of something else. Oh! Do you know... I can fly and talk about this. You know what it reminds me of? Have you guys ever played or watched Scary Game Squad play... Hold on. What's this over here? Is this a thing? What is this thing? What's going on here? You can warp to a new location? Well, thanks for that hot tip. But what is this? I guess this is nothing. No, I don't want part 2 of that one. I'm good, thank you. It reminds me of in Until Dawn. There's a bit where one of the characters hears her name called out, but it's not her friend that she thinks it is. It's actually I almost said Demigorgon. It's not a Demigorgon. It is... What is that? What are those things called in that game? Not rakes. Wendigos. It's a Wendigo. Spooky, scary Wendigo sends shivers down my spines. No, I'm not here for that, thank you. Now, we have a special weapon? Did I just activate that? I think I did. Oh, we did it, everybody. How about that? That was great. It's not part 2 time. I'm not reading it. I don't like scary things. We got our Untouchable bonus. How about that? Not bad. We're level 35 now, or were we already level 35? You've reached a new commendation. So I guess we are a new level. Why did that take place inside of there? Land in this world? Let's go! Like I say, we'll land. We'll get like the opening cutscene. And then... we're going to go to bed, because I got to leave early for work tomorrow. Possibly the day after that, too, because it's that time of the year. And I don't want to, but I'm not giving any choice in the matter. It's the way that nature is. You got your ups and you got your downs. I should note that we're not going to have any videos on the channel probably until the weekend. That's why I'm live streaming tonight. I'll upload this, and then when I can release it tomorrow... Oh, this! This freaked me out. Yeah, I had no idea what was happening. I thought I was legitimately being advertised to. And who knows? Maybe I am. Maybe I am being advertised to. Who can say where the future may lead? I would pay money for this. Like, big money for this. Very solid. Age 12 and up. I mean, I don't know if... No, who are we kidding? Those are basically Bionicles. I would go buy all the Gygus, or however they're supposed to be pronounced, warriors. In a heartbeat. I would own the entire collection. I would pose them all. I would plug them into my controller. It would be amazing. I'm so here for it.
But this is no time for television, Rex.
As long as it's on the Switch.
Giga's pretty impressive.
Gigas? Really? Gigas?
I like his aura most.
Gygus sounds better to me. Lego Exoforce? I remember Lego Exoforce. You know what's weird about this? It's...
Today we teach those masked intruders who's boss.
So it is Tom Hanks' brother doing the voice of Woody. Tom Hanks does the voice of Woody for everything that isn't the movies. But whoever they got doing Buzz, I think, does a better job. And hey guys, how are y'all doing? He just sounds more like Buzz than not Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' brother does as Woody. The Heartless are toys. It's great, isn't it? It's really solid. You have some stuff to say about Virum Rex? I think we've all got some things to say about Virum Rex. When rubber head in your mouth, nice one bed.
What in the world?
You just remember what your old pal said. Oh, you got a friend in me. Some folks might be a little bit popular.
Oh my gosh, have we been shrunk?
Being stronger
Look at us.
Maybe. But now love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy.
Who's gonna protect the order from them?
Heartless!
Great question, Goof. I'll tell you who. The soccer ball behind us.
1, 2. Wait! What are you doing? Who are those guys?
You haven't seen Toy Story 1 in like 10 years? Really? Oh, man. Well, I guess that's probably normal. My brother used to do this thing where he'd watch the Toy Story movies again and again and again on repeat every day. And then he did it with Shrek, and he did it with the movie, the Disney film Dinosaur, and he did it with... You guys ever seen those... Oh, what are those dinosaur movies where the guy finds the miniature dinosaur eggs in a cave, and then this family just gets to keep the miniature dinosaurs until the second movie where they escape, and then they go on an adventure with an unrelated kid, and then they go on an adventure with another unrelated kid in the third one before finally going home. I think the third one's my favorite because they have like... Actually, the second one, the kid has like model trains and stuff, which are cool. Okay, I see how this goes. All right, you know what? I was having fun there on my little ball, but all right. I'll fight for real now. I'm trying to remember what the name of that show is. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It wasn't a show. It was like straight-to-DVD movies where the kids get the dinosaurs and they keep them as pets. Y'all know what I'm talking about, yeah? This makes perfect sense to everyone concerned. Second form? Should we do it? Let's just do it. You only saw it once? You only saw what? Toy Story once? Are you joking with me right now? Are you kidding me? I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest films of all time. I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration. It's not a Star Wars. But, I mean, it's definitely better than Star Wars Episode 8, for sure. But, I mean, that's not difficult, is it? All right, you. I've got something to show you. It's called water. followed by me immediately curing because I'm not paying attention. I'm thinking too much about a person who's lived their entire life having only what? Oh yeah, having only seen the first Toy Story movie. It's insane. It's madness. I can't even fathom it. Only seeing it once. That's wow. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I'll activate that. That's a good one. I use that one a lot.
Are they new?
You darn right.
Wait! You look familiar! I know this!
What?
You're
Zora!
Huh? My name's Sora. Oh.
Stay back. For all we know, the intruder sent them.
Slow down there, Rex. We don't know them.
But we can trust them. They're the #1 selling heroes in the country.
Yeah, and his mom must have bought him for him.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen Andy or his mom in ages, or any other living being, because you're, well, I don't want to spoil that, but...
And why Buzz's laser started actually lasering, and all the weird stuff that's been going on. I mean,
They're so chill about that. Also, Buzz's laser makes a Star Wars sound effect. I'm almost positive. I was listening to it, and I was like, it's from Star Wars, and I can't quite place what it is, but it's a Star Wars weapon, for sure. I look rough. I need to trim my beard. I look like a cave person. Like I just dragged myself out of the depths of the earth and started playing video games.
We've been fighting against those intruders for a while.
I knew it!
Okay. In that case, you're all right by me. My name's Woody. Put her there.
Hey.
Now, hold on.
Mistakes were made.
Actually, my name's Sora.
I forgot that would happen.
And I'm Buzz Lightyear.
Call me him. It's a real honor.
Humans clearly exist, and yet the protagonists are turned into toys. And this raises a lot of questions as to how this would work in the Kingdom Hearts multi. You're right. You're right. Why did they turn into toys?
Slinky and I can't figure out how to beat him. Oh, I wish Slinky and the others were here. They'd be so happy to meet you.
All troops, at attention, sir!
Maybe it's because, spoilers for the end of this world, it's not the real world. They're in like a clone world. So...
They're all toys? So that's why we look the way we do.
I mean, that doesn't explain it, Sora.
Excuse me. You said that you've battled those intruders before. Tell us where and why.
Oh, well, we are... No.
Well?
Why Vin turned mouse-sized? Why did Vin turn mouse-sized? I guess we just have to assume there's some greater power making them the right size for the world that they're in. Right, okay, Vin, you need to be mouse-sized for this one, bud. I guess God is real in the Kingdom Hearts universe. That's good to know. And he's just determined, whenever you travel to a different world, he's just like, you should be this size so that you can maximize the effects on the world and get what you need out of it.
Those heartless
Numora.
After all of our friends up and vanished.
You don't think.
Well, gee, it can't just be a coincidence.
It wasn't always this lonely. One day we woke up and we were the only toys left here. Nobody's heard from Mom, Molly, or Andy. We keep waiting.
Trying to find out if Tetsuya Nomura is a god. It doesn't look like he is. I think he might just be a man. Maybe that's Kingdom Hearts. That's what it is. Now we know.
Toys like us could ever hope to have.
All right. We better start looking.
You spent 15 minutes typing the end of the story and it got restricted? Good. Good. Twitch chat's doing what it's meant to do.
There's one thing.
One big thing.
Huge, sir.
What thing?
After everyone went MIA, the intruders didn't come alone. They arrived with a guy wearing a hood dressed in black, just like you.
I mean, there's nothing mysterious about that, though.
He's the only other toy we've seen outside of you three.
A black hood? But that would mean the organization!
Darth Sidious!
Yeah, they're bad news.
Seems like you have...
The least accurate thing ever said in Kingdom Hearts is said in this world by Donald?
Would you mind if we handle this?
I'm sorry, but we're not going to leave this to you.
Huh?
If that guy had something to do with our friends vanishing, then he's our problem too. We've got to work together.
Right. So then, where can we find that guy?
Sarge, any word from the recon team?
The latest reports place him in town, sir, at Galaxy Toys.
Then
wait, hold on, no. How did the recon team know this? Did they actually send out the soldiers throughout the entire town? The little pint-sized toy soldiers to search the entire... Maybe they're talking to birds. Maybe I need to stop poking holes in this.
You've got a point, but we've tried waiting.
Joyful You've Got a Friend in Me instrumental plays in the background as Woody laments his missing friends and loved ones.
Are you with me, Buzz?
Yeah, I'm the dependable one. Donald, Toy Box 2019. It's true. It's true. You can't rely on Donald to do anything. Let's go get a map of the area. Just making an assumption, but if I'm not mistaken, big box standing out. Yeah, that's definitely a map of the area. Wonder if anyone challenges themselves by just not getting the map of the area. Bistro unlocked. Hot dog. We're done for today, folks. We're really done. Before we go, though, because it's been so long since we've done this previously, I'm going to open up my list of patron supporters and read through literally all of their names. This should be fun. Thank you to Amaya Mako, Androswald, Cade Griffin, Christopher Sozin, like Sozin's Comet, probably. We're going to go with that. Dave TLV, Duwarna, DW Dev, Haley Kitts, Ice, Jeremy Allen, Joe Townsend, J-Rod, Juan Flores, Landon Bish, which I think is a very Star Wars name. That's what a bounty hunter would be called. Landon Bish is on his way. You gotta get out of there. Legacy Minecraft, Lucky Lou Dog, Luke Volkaz, possibly, Magic Mud, Maria's Fury, Mason Collins, Nate, Niv, our latest patron supporter, Niv, thank you, Niv. Niv is also new on the Discord, so be sure to say hi to Niv on Discord. Ryan Hattrell, Sack Enter, Sam Hinton, Susu to come, Talonbreck, Thomas C., and Walker Hound. Also, big shout out to Nate for the bit earlier in the stream. Very appreciated. And with that, we're going to push a button. And this didn't work last time, but hopefully it'll end the stream. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. The next video I upload to the channel should be showing the new setup. Possibly. We're done.
Thank you so much for joining us during this live stream. If you enjoyed it, please share it with a friend or loved one. They'll enjoy it as well, and think you are really cool for watching it. Also, big thanks to our patron supporters. Check out the link in the description or head to patreon.com/howdyfolks to find out how you can become a patron or executive producer. Until next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and we'll see you later.